the Senate and the House. We seem to be getting along as much as you can get along. We seem to be getting along now on a bill. I think that maybe had even less of an impact than the fact that we're opening up this incredible country, because we have to do that. I'd love to have it open by Easter. Okay, I would love to have it open by Easter. I will tell you that right now. I would love to have that. It's such an important day for other reasons, but I'll make it an important day for this too. I would love to have the country opened up and just raring to go by Easter.
The president's finally giving us a sense of where it is. The president's telling us that that's what the timeline is that we're working with. And so, we'll see if we can stay on that. But he has an understanding of what's at stake here from all angles, and wants to make sure that the country is back up and running as much as it can be, while still protecting seniors, while still taking the necessary steps to help people who are in need. And so that's, I think, this is an encouraging sign that the president of the United States feels the way he does about this, that we might be able to get out and do more. And I think that's probably a realistic timeline. I think that it's going to be painful. 3 weeks of this is painful, but all right, that's where we think it'll be. And keep in mind, if we wanted to make sure that we had, the bare minimum risk, we would just say, no, let's six months of lockdown. So the people that just say this is about, death or profits are being imbeciles, because there are balances here. There are trade-offs that need to be struck. All right. Governor Cuomo also starting to sound a bit more like President Trump on some of this. Producer Mark, play clip 13.
About the economy, right? The economy was doing well. The economy is now truly suffering. The consequences haven't even been felt yet, because not only have you stopped the revenue machine, you've increased the expense machine, okay? So those two things are going to compound each other. So the president is very eager to get back to the economy. Everybody agrees that this is an unsustainable situation. You can't keep spending money and close down the economy. And the president is eager to get it opened as quickly as possible. I actually have a group that is working on the restart of the economy, because I get it too. I mean, this is New York, and we're the home of so much of this.
Yeah. There you have a Democrat governor of the state hardest hit by this saying it's not sustainable. Can't keep doing this. Okay, good. That's progress. Because there have been people saying, 6 months, whatever. Lives matter. Profits don't matter. There's this kind of chanting idiocy that has taken over from Democrats who view this as another, because Trump is talking about opening the economy. So they say, that must be bad. We don't want Trump to open the economy, because people are gonna die if he does that. Well, okay, but what does that mean then? We're just not going to open the economy for how many months? And what is the loss that you're willing to incur, and the loss of human life, the loss of a future, right? So unsustainable means unsustainable. That means we're going to have to stop this at some point. We're going to have to make a decision that it's more important to get economic activity going than to keep all of the precautions currently in place, the extreme quarantines, the shutdown of businesses. Those are the ones that really, once people can go back to work, then we can start to phase in the changes to social distancing. That's when all of a sudden we have to look at that and make determinations. When do we get to have, people in a restaurant again? When do you get to sit in a cafe again? I mean, that's probably a few months away, right? That's the reality of our situation. But people going into an office, maybe having masks, maybe having gloves, maybe doing some of these other mitigation measures, but being able to conduct their business and being able to start to bring in income and revenue, that has to be a part of this conversation too. And people that try to shut that down with, they just don't know what they're talking about. They're not being honest about this.
Hey, Team Buck, thank you so much for watching The First on YouTube. If you like this video, please click that little thumbs up button so then it will log as liked. And also, if you want to see more great content from The First, please click subscribe.